points in the game.
Some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Scarlet Knights will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Downfield, it's Cherry. Working that left side now. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Blue Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Blue Devils are rolling down the field.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
It'll be 3rd and long. working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Duke. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players. We've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Prince. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's take a big picture program perspective on Rutgers. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Throws to the tight end. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He breaks a tackle. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Blue Devils line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Wants to keep it in the air. It's complete to the right.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down, but way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
To the air, it's Cherry. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Duke. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And the offense continues to run the football. A second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Weeks. They'll get him on the ground at at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on second down. RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. Gibson on the option. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all. Down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing
Throws for the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
They decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Back to throw, it's Cherry. A strike downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time he's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Caught behind the line. It's Perez. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion.
coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They try to get it outside on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Prince. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Using the quick game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got him. Gets away from one, finds room. To running room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rutgers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. UAB just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Birmingham. They'll enjoy this one all week. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on! He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. On target.
And you don't see that often when you're running the screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Gets it out fast. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the stick. And the Blue Devils are facing 3rd and inches. Finds the tight end. At the 45 on his way. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
It's complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. From the gun, give on the inside.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs.
There he goes! Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Unleashes one deep. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Man, it looked like this offense was going to get in the end zone for sure, was going to get a touchdown, but how about the defense bowing up, getting a sack, forcing an incompletion, big 3rd down coming here.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Blue Devils will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line. Back to pass, it's Cherry. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. He wants to go deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Powers through the defender. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. Guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Rolling right and going deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it inside the 25. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The corner. Showing off the arm. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Looking down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is...
Touchdown, Duke! Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Ellington. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is, because right now, he's been their biggest playmaker.
This one will be stopped for no gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
The option look. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now, when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
And the Blue Devils are flying down the field. DB's right up on the receivers. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week, you got to be ready to execute the red zone.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Cal just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Berkeley. They'll enjoy this one all week. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are. as the teams there continue to jockey for pole position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Tagged out of the air. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. 1st down here for the offense. Pass. It's Ellington. They get to him as he throws. Finds his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Got a 1st down. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fakes the grab on the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
He gets the 2-point conversion as they draw ever closer. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
And so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on sides. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce. And man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside kick.
Scrambling away. Finds a little space. Quarterback gets past the marker. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. To the air, it's Ellington. It's caught.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. He'll throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Prince. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Quick tempo here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. They want to throw it. Make to grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's a mid-stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? To the air, it's Cherry. Looking to get it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And I think some people don't like that. They think it's piling on. But listen, the offense is running the football. They're not throwing it all over the yard. Your job to stop it, even though we might have some fun handshakes at the end of this one.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated.